Hi, thanks for joining us today. We're going to do 9nDine. We're going to play 9 holes. My buddy Kevin Marsden here and I are going to play a 2-man scramble. So we'll take the best ball of every shot and see if we can tear it up on the back 9 here at Cottonwood Golf Club in Nanaimo.
Let's do this.
Yeah, and then later I'm going to make some deconstructed cabbage rolls. So stay tuned. Oh, Kev.
Come back. A little bit more.
Little cutty fade with the driver, trying to drive the green here on this par 4. Oh, I can't hit it any better than that.
Keep coming back, right?
Oh, is it on?
Just short.
We were both just off the green. Kevin's was actually closer to pin high, just off the left, but mine is a much easier chip, theoretically. So we're going to chip from here.
You know what? I'm going to opt to the flat stick.
Kevin's going to putt his. I'm going to chip mine.
Came off the collar to the right there. Get up there.
That's going to be short.
Run out. Run up.
Looks like we take Kev's.
All
Got
right.
about
And starts here. Oh,
that moved a little left.
It did.
Too, though. So I guess it's a bit of a right edge putt.
yeah, I'd say. Not much more.
Oh, I missed it too. Shit,
right.
Par's not good on this stupid little hole.
First par and last par of the day.
Yeah. Okay, a little 11 here. It's par 3 off the winter tee, 128 yards to the pin.
Birdie train starts here.
You bet. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Beauty. Beauty.
Just off the back.
I think it
Or maybe
stayed
just
on. I
back
think
of
it
the
stayed
green.
on.
That looks really good if it's
Might have
got
to
the
go.
length. Yeah, well, sit down, you little zipper.
Yeah, a little spin. So Kevin hit a nice one in here about 15 feet. Little left to right breaker. Make it the natural.
You
Oh, it's a hell of a putt. Well, we're in for 3. About here?
Yeah, again, yeah. Put a marker down. Yeah.
He just doesn't listen.
Nope.
Not to me, anyway. Listens to Mel.
Rarely.
Would you give it about 8 inches?
I didn't even give it that much, maybe 5.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I never gave it enough.
Well,
Oh, another par.
Some time later.
Thanks for joining me. So now we're in the kitchen. I'm making deconstructed cabbage rolls for you. Show you how to make it. Very, very simple. Very, very few ingredients. It's deconstructed because I don't cook the cabbage and then roll up as cabbage rolls. I shred the cabbage and then I'd layer it in the pan with cabbage and then the meat and rice filling and then the cabbage on top and bake it that way. It's much, much easier and it's delicious. To me, it's just as delicious. There is one big twist that I use. Most of the cabbage roll recipes that we're familiar with include tomato sauce, whereas mine is with beef consomme instead of tomato sauce. So that's a bit of a twist. My mom used to do it that way, and I love it, and I still do. So that's the way I make it. Now I'm making a lot today because I'm making some for ourselves, I'm making some for my parents who love it, and I'm making some for Kevin. So I've got half ground beef, half pork, ground pork, so about a pound of each that we'll be frying up. I've got 2 cups of rice. I use basmati. You can use pretty much any kind of rice, except for maybe a sushi sticky rice. You might want to avoid that. I have a medium to large green cabbage, which I'm going to cut up fairly fine. You don't have to use a mandolin or anything like that. You can just do it with a knife and just get it fairly, at least bite-sized pieces at the very biggest. And I have a couple onions, and of course I've got some seasonings and spices I'm going to be using as well. So when we come back, we're going to go back and we're going to watch the 3rd and 4th hole with Kevin and see what happened there. And then when we come back, I'm going to have this all prepped, and I'll show you what to do.
Okay, I think we're putting too much pressure on ourselves here. Oh, that's a beaut. That should just hang on nicely. Yours is certainly safe at the very least.
You can.
I'm just gonna like almost start it at that big tree. Oh, it just ticked, but I think it's pretty good. Couldn't see it come down, but I hit that great. So we found my ball. Got knocked down. It just touched that evergreen as it went by. Still in pretty good shape though. Got about 235. I don't think it's reachable for me, even with 3-wood, not this time of year. But we can get her close.
Oh, that was well struck.
That won't hurt us,
No,
that's for
not at
sure.
all. Good ball.
Kevin's ball almost looks like a leaf laying on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, Kev, that's powdered. Okay, Kev and I both hit good ones there, but this is a little better angle off the fairway, so I'm going to go first. We're changing things up to try to improve our luck here. I'm going to try to bounce this one up. Oh,
Wow. That.
what kind of bounce was that?
Wow. Not hard enough.
Oh no, we're chipping again. That wasn't our best efforts.
Now.
I'm gonna putt this one. This one actually is, I think it's gonna break quite a bit, the one down the hill.
Yeah.
Probably can't see it on camera, but it's a pretty good slope.
Great effort.
Pretty safe, where I think we're in for par. I think my line was pretty good. I just had to hit it a little firmer.
Pace.
Give it about 1.5 feet to almost 2 feet. That's plenty of weight. Looking good. Oh my goodness. Good effort.
We get off the par train here.
Yeah, I know. It's we're not getting it done. This hole is just a little wedge in if we hit the good ones though.
Smoked.
That's got to turn.
Gotta
That's
rub
bush.
off that corner there.
That's bush.
Oh,
I bet you that flew in the bush.
that was hit well.
It was hit well. It only faded 5 feet and I was playing for 5 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, that's clutch, Kev. That is,
Get up there.
oh, that's going to be awesome.
Get up there.
So mine just didn't quite cut enough and it got stuck in the bush there. Kevin hit a beauty though, right up the middle though. We got 135 to the pin.
I like it.
Just a little left, but oh, very nice. A perfect little putt right up the hill. We are, of course, fixing our divots. You just don't see it on film every time. It's a little fat. It's going to be short.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's short. Well, Kevin's really come up clutch on this hole. He's hit 2 great shots right in the middle of the fairway and then knocked it about maybe 12 feet, pretty much straight up the hill. I'd like to show you the line, but I'm afraid I'd make it and then take away your natural. It's getting serious,
Okay.
taking the pin out.
I'm due. I'm due to roll one of these in.
Got to move a touch right, you think, eh?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Look at that.
He remembered to
Marked
put
it.
the marker down. He's got his stripe lined up with the target. Well, you pulled it, but it did not move much anyway. You had plenty of weight. It was perfect weight. That's what I want to do. Same weight, left edge. I pulled it. Turn.
Wow. No, that's straight in the heart. How is that ever deceiving?
Yeah.
Some time later.
Okay, we'll start by putting on the rice. You can wash your rice. It's probably not a bad idea. I usually don't, especially for this recipe. If I was making rice for a dish where the rice would be served separately, I probably would. But in this case, it's going to be mixed up with the meat mixture inside the cabbage with a fair amount of liquid. It's going to absorb it. If it's a little bit starchy, it's really not a bad thing. So 2 cups of rice. And I'm only going to use 3 cups of water. Not 2-to-1 ratio. I prefer 1.5-to-1 ratio for basmati rice. I like it a little bit on the drier side. Okay, so in the meantime, I've got my wok, which I'm going to use to do the meat mixture. I put that up to 8. Let's get some olive oil into the wok. I use a wok because they're big. They have a lot. You could use a Dutch oven or at least a 12-inch frying pan, but for this recipe, the amount I have, 12-inch frying pan might be a little crowded. Okay, I think we're good to get started with the onions. So I think I'm ready to have the meat in here, so let's turn the meat into there. Now you definitely want to break it up and get a mix between the pork and the beef. You don't have to use a mix of pork and beef. You can use just pork or beef. You could make this, I think, with chicken or turkey as well. The meat has released a lot of its moisture now. It's just starting to want to brown. You can see the onions are nice and translucent, so they're plenty soft. To speed up the dissipation of the liquid in a wok, you can just push the meat to the edges of the wok, to the sides, and all the liquid will run down to the middle, and that will evaporate a lot of the liquid a lot faster. Okay, our rice is ready. So we'll take it off. Usually like to just open it up, give it a toss. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's still a bit moist because we only give it 15 minutes. Oops, spilling rice. And there's nothing wrong with that. Still waiting on our water for the cabbage. Yeah, we're doing well now. We're starting to get a little bit of browning. I'm not going to brown it too much. I just want to see a little bit now. So I'm going to add the cabbage. Okay, I'm going to take this off. You can see that's what it looks like. Just browned a little bit. Onions nice and translucent, but nothing browned, burnt. If you fried away all the water, you've done your job, and it's browned and it's broken up. Smells good. So now we're gonna put together this. So we've got our rice here. I'm just gonna leave it in the wok because the wok works as a great mixing bowl. And we're just gonna scoop all the rice in. It's been sitting for a few minutes after I took it off, so it's plenty cooked. Now we're just gonna give it a good mix. We haven't seasoned the rice, so we're gonna put a little more salt in, because now we've got the rice in it. And a little more pepper. Keep it simple with this. I did put garlic in the meat. I don't think I need to put any more. We are putting beef consomme in, and that has a fair amount of flavor. I've got 2 cans of beef consomme here, so about 550 milliliters, 560. So I'm gonna put about a third of that into this. Save most of the consomme for the cabbage. I'm gonna take the cabbage off now, so you can see it hasn't come to a boil, but it is definitely soft enough. I'm just gonna take a piece out and try it, just to make sure. Yeah, it's perfect. It's soft. There's still a little bit of a crunch. You don't want it mushy for sure. So that's perfect. Take it off. And got a colander in the sink here. I'm gonna mix that up. I'm gonna add the consomme, just mix it in the pot. And we'll put it aside. And then when we come back, after watching the 5th and 6th hole, we will show you how to put it all together into baking dishes and get it in the oven.
I've got the driver. He's gonna try and hit a high cut. Those trees are about, excuse me, 80 feet maybe tall.
Oh, no cut.
Well, you know what? That's going to be okay.
Yeah?
Right into the mounds.
I'm scared that might have just went over the mounds, but we're in play. We're in play.
I can't get to the green, I don't think, but I can get close. I hit it off the toe, but that's hit That's well over the trees.
Well over.
That's going to be just left of the green, but it might have those trees in the way.
Those trees.
Okay, so mine was jail behind the trees. Got Kevin's here that's over by the fence. Tricky little shot, about a 50-yard pitch over the bunker. We got this. Go.
Oh my God, Kevin!
Well, it just cleared the bunker, but that's okay.
There's a chance here. That's better. Kick forward.
Oh, got a bit of a bad kick off the fringe.
Yeah. Coming down a little.
We got a putt.
Got a putt. Got a birdie putt.
About a 15-footer. Little right, left to right.
We are due.
We are due. That was pulled all the way, though. That was pulled. There it is. Now that the dam is broken.
Yeah, watch out. Follow that birdie up.
You bet.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good. Oh, that's a beaut.
Perfect.
Okay, so Kev, I can't do any better than that with my 3-wood. So I'm
Bring
gonna
out
go.
the lumber.
I'm going big stick, and I'm even gonna try and hit a draw, the dreaded draw.
Here we go.
Oh, I hammered that
Hammered it. That is a beauty. That is money.
with a draw.
Oh,
I think I even got a bounce.
you did. And a run. That's inside 150.
Sweet.
Nice rip.
Well, Kevin hit an absolute beauty here. Just missed the trees. Only about 175 in. Great shot. But here's mine. I absolutely tattooed it with a draw, which is not my usual shot. And I'm inside the 150 marker. Probably got about 147.
Oh, there's
no.
my top.
Okay, well, you got to have one of those on every round.
Yeah.
Or at least I do.
Gosh.
A little bit bare ground here. You probably tried to pick it clean.
I did.
Oh, I hit it thin too.
Stay in play.
That'll be okay. Just a little chip up the hill.
Yeah.
Okay, so we were just about 20 yards short of the green here. Little chip up the hill. This angle's actually not too bad because there's a little more green to work with than straight on. Kick left. That could be pretty good. If that distance is right, I don't think it's more than 10 feet at most. Good shot. Good shot. You gave that a pretty good whack.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely up pin high where it ended up. Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, let's get up there and hopefully one's close. Kevin actually hit a really good shot there to about 10 feet, but I got mine in there to about 4. So
Knock this in.
Just a wormy. I think it's going to drift to the right. This putt's really fast, I think.
Well done. Great up and
Nice.
down.
Back-to-back birdies.
Some time later.
So now we're gonna mix up the cabbage. You have to remember to season everything along the way. I'm gonna put a little more salt in. I know I put salt in the water, but of course a lot of that doesn't necessarily absorb into the cabbage, and a little bit of black pepper. And then the rest of the consommé. So about 400 milliliters of consommé was in the cabbage. So now let's show you how to put together this. I've already put together one for my parents here and one for Kevin in this classic old school bacon dish. So now in the bottom of the pot here, I still have a fair amount of cabbage, but I also have quite a bit of consommé in the bottom. I'll show you what to do with that when we're ready in a second here. So just a thin layer of cabbage on the bottom. Don't have to put too much. And then we're gonna put the rest of the meat and rice mixture in. Really simple. You certainly don't have to feel like you need to do anything fancy. It's a very simple dish. Then you just spread it out. Now you got a nice 1.5 inch, 2-inch layer of the meat and rice mixture. Kind of smooth it out a bit. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's pretty moist. It has a nice glisten to it, which you want. You don't want it dry, for sure. Okay, we're done with that. Now the rest of the cabbage goes on top. Now, don't worry about getting too much consommé in, because like I said, when it cooks in the oven, you are going to get, the rice is going to absorb quite a bit more liquid. Spread this out. You want a little bit thicker layer of cabbage on top than you have on the bottom. Get every last bit of cabbage. I'll put a little bit more on my parents. Kevin's. Now, with a little bit of consommé left in the bottom of the pot, just drizzle it over and it'll soak in, cook in with the rice. Okay, so we've got the 350-degree oven, middle position. Put them all in the same rack. Have a nice big oven. Okay, now I can set the timer. We'll start at 45 minutes. Come on. So we'll start at 45 minutes, and then you just cook it to the how you think you like it. I don't know if you've ever had baked cabbage before, but when it starts to get brown and crispy around the edges, really delicious. It's don't feel like it's burning. It's just it's getting even better. So let's go back and watch the finish of the match, and then I'll see you again at the end for the presentation of the dish.
Back to back birds. Just
This
gonna
one
carry
here,
this
I right down in down the 7th fairway. And I just let it rip. And then if it cuts. And, you know,
out. If it doesn't, you're safe.
yeah, there's definite safety over there.
Beautiful eagle flying over the hole.
Yeah, that's cool.
As the eagle flies, there you are, friend.
That's a good target to aim at.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
It's
Right?
she gone
Like gone, like in the farmer's
in the
field?
farmer's field. Yeah.
Oh, man. You've been clutching up all day.
Yeah, I got you.
I feel like I got a little quick in transition there, and that's my miss. I didn't aim far enough left. I had to aim at the 13th tee. Oh, we got the blue balls out now.
We got the blue balls. Never an issue, mind you. Let's clarify that.
Oh, yeah, another clutch one. Beautiful little fade. Right down the left-hand side of the fairway. Beauty. We're just inside the 100-yard mark. Have a hit of beauty here. Pin's right in the middle of the green. We're going for the turkey here.
Yeah.
Just a little left.
Oh,
That might
that's
kick
short.
right for us. Oh, it did?
No, it isn't.
Come on,
Get
release.
going, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Get
Oh,
going.
yeah. Great shot.
Thanks.
Great. Yeah, that got a nice little rollout for you.
Let's get her inside that.
That's a tall order, I think.
I have faith in you. Right at it. It's the right side.
Just on the other
Nice
side. I
shot.
think yours is closer,
Okay,
but
ball.
two pretty good shots. Kev's about 7 feet, 8 feet maybe. I was about 10 or 11. We're going to take Kev's, just a little bit of a left to right breaker. Let's watch him knock this in for the natural birdie. You know what? You had the line, just a little much juice.
Too much space.
Okay.
Get it.
Oh, I needed some of your pace.
Oh,
Oh, well. Hey, we got 145 to the pin. Little par 3, 17th. And we had a couple of chances we kind of squandered on 10 and 12, but let's finish strong.
redeem ourselves here.
Oh, it's flush, but it's just a little left. Oh, tree.
No idea.
Okay, well, hopefully you got a
Yeah.
Andy Corsero bounce onto the green. Oh, that could be good.
That is money. Carry over. Run down. That is
That
beautiful.
could be stiff.
Nicely shot. Well, Sean has hit a shot of epic proportions here. Well done. Have you finish her off?
Oh, man, that kind of pressure.
Yeah. Now natural.
Yeah, I got to perform, though. That's what we're out here for. Little bit left or right, I think, eh?
Yeah. Hair.
It's about 5 feet. Okay. That pin's leaning, but
And that's a bird.
That's a deuce.
Well done. Great shot in there, too.
Thanks, bud. Yeah, so here we are on the last hole. We're 3 under. Looking to finish off in style. This hole's been shortened for the winter. Oh! Well,
Mercy.
you might even get some run. This is one of the few fairways that has some leaves on it still. Oh, well.
Good way to finish.
After today, the way you've been hitting your driver, you can be forgiven for that because you have been unreal. I'm going to try to unleash one here.
Pound Town.
Well, a little heely, but it won't hurt us.
No.
That will be just fine. We got about 80 yards here just from the right rough. Let's finish it off in style with a 3. Oh, if that's the right distance, that's right at it.
Short.
Oh,
short.
Just short. I think you just landed on the front bank there.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be good.
Go. Yes, go in.
It looks awfully close.
Oh,
from
it
here.
does. Big time. Nice shot.
Okay, we're going for the natural here to finish off. We'll be 32 if we make it after a very, very slow start. I think this is pretty much a straight putt, hey, Kev?
Yeah, it looks.
It's getting a little dark here. Oh. Yeah, I think as long as you keep it inside the left edge of the hole with a little bit of pace, we're good.
Well.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, well. Well, we finished with a 33 on a par 37 back 9, so we know we could have done better. It couldn't have been much worse, actually. So I want to thank my buddy Kevin for coming out and helping us out.
Great day.
Helping me with the cameras as well. It was a lot of fun, and we're going to do it again. And we will see you at the end of the video, which is going to be the cooking portion.
Yes.
For our 9nDine.
Yum, yum.
Some time later.
So we're back. It's been an hour. I let it go for an extra few minutes. At 45, it was definitely presentable, but now it's the way I like it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So these are ready. So I'm going to take them out and show you what it looks like the way I like it. There, the cabbage is starting to get nice and crispy and browned on top. Fabulous. Here's the one for my parents. Looks even a little more brown because it's in a smaller container. And then here's the one for Kevin. Looks fantastic. Have to get that to Kevin soon. Now, this stuff does freeze great. So I made a lot here. I could freeze some to save it for later. I don't know if we'll need to because we go through it pretty fast. But all you have to do is put it in an airtight container in the freezer. It heats up great in the microwave. You don't need to reheat it in the oven. It's fantastic stuff. It's actually quite nutritious. If you drop the rice out of it, still a good dish, and then it becomes almost 100% carb free. So, with just the cabbage and the meat and the onions. So there's a little bit of carbs in there, but not much. So it's a really good dish for if you're on keto or Atkins. So try it yourself. Super easy. It's a lot easier than rolling up cabbage rolls on your own. I prefer the beef consomme. Use tomato sauce if you'd rather use tomato sauce. It's whatever your preference is. You can mix it up. You can add, like I said before, some mixed vegetables in if you want, or just do what you feel like you're gonna like. So that's it for today. For 9nDine. I want to thank Kevin Marston again for being a good sport. It was super helpful. We had a good time. We both have wives that golf, so look out for that. We'll probably do a couples thing pretty soon. Okay, till next time.